Okay, bienvenidos, everyone. It is 7:03 p.m. We are going to get our August PTA meeting in gear. Thank you for everybody for being here. If you do not know me, you will. I'm Sherry Bissell. I am the PTA president. I did 2 years as my first year being PTA president. And in fact, I had a board seat even before that, and I didn't even know, but apparently I was chairing the audit committee. So I've had some experience on the board. We're so excited to start the school year. Does Elena take yourself off mute? Does anybody need this to be in Spanish? Espanol. Elena or Gerardo, will you ask that in Espanol?
¿Hay alguna persona que necesita traducción en español?
Yo, si se puede. Astrid, qué pena.
No, no hay ninguna pena que tener.
Muchas gracias.
Okay, so we do have one person who needs translation.
You have a big job tonight already.
Exactly.
Gerardo, do you want to be our translator in chief? Danny's not on here. Otherwise, I would task him.
Yeah, I can help.
Okay. Perfecto.
Is this
Okay.
call using the AI summary notes?
Yes. Do you want to say something about that to ask?
No, just to make sure I don't miss anything.
And I don't know how exactly that got it. Yeah. And I'll pause once in a while to let you translate, especially for like the super important stuff when we get to some agenda. Maybe the shout outs and wins.
Sherry, I can help as well at some point.
I don't know. Okay.
Sherry, I can help as well.
Oh, Val, there you are. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Actually, does someone, sorry, for her phone number, and maybe one of you can be on the phone and kind of interpreting? Would that work?
Yeah, that's a good call.
Okay.
¿Quién necesita
Astrid.
la junta traducida?
¿Sí?
¿Cómo te llamas?
Astrid.
Astrid, me pasas tu teléfono, te voy a marcar por celular.
Perfecto, gracias.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you. And Gerardo, if and when you get tired, I know Val will definitely be able to help. Oh, yeah. 3-way. Love it. Perfect. Okay. Let's get this party started. We like to start out every meeting with some shout outs and wins. It truly takes a village here at Collinswood to make all the amazing things happen. And that village doesn't quit even in the summer months. So first, I would like to, Gerardo is our PTA International Faculty Liaison. Some years we have 2 international teachers come. Some years we have 20 international teachers come. And Gerardo has done a tremendous job ensuring that every teacher gets settled in their housing, even has had to move some of them before, has what they need in terms that some of them come over with just their luggage. So they might need furnishings for their home. You will see asks for this either in Parent Square or on our Collinswood PTA GroupMe channel. And if you are not on there, Naomi, our elementary vice president, is going to drop that link in the chat momentarily. Today, I know they needed Harry's truck to move some things. Thank you guys for taking care of our educators. Ross Glenn, I don't think he's on the call tonight. He is our lead of outdoor beautification, also assistant treasurer, and he's been leading the Say Yes to Recess North Carolina initiative. The goal is to get every grade 60 minutes of recess. Tennessee has led the way, and they were about a year ago, and it took them a year. They petitioned for 60 minutes. They got 40. They're currently continuing to petition to get 60. This is hard. For K-1, it's a bit easier. Their courtyards open right out, or their doors open right out to the courtyard where they play. When you get into second grade, third grade, fourth and fifth, where they are at the far end of the school and have to walk all the way to the other end of the school and out to the playground, the minutes get eaten up quick. So this group is really doing a lot of the work, trying to meet with our local state legislators. And there's been some forward progress. If you're interested in that, Naomi is going to drop Ross's PTA email in the chat if you would like to help with that initiative. I know he would be very grateful. Dominique our indoor beautification, and Bailey Machuca, also on the board nominations committee. They installed a sensory walkway in our second and third grade hall last week, I believe. It looks great. We'll try to get some pictures up. We installed a kindergarten and first grade hallway one last winter. So it was nice to be able to get stuff in the second and third grade hallway. So thank you, ladies. Try to take care of our educators and admins as much as we can. Thank you to all that have been helping at the school this summer to either book catalog, to sort, help with the indoor beautification things. I am
Sherry,
forgetting
Sherry,
one. Very cool, something that
Gerardo,
we do unique. Yeah.
your audio keeps going in and out.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out a lot.
Darn it. Computer earlier too. Okay, I'm going to change locations and see if that helps.
We're going to have to get closer to the router.
I have several and I don't understand technology.
Barry, oftentimes if you turn the video off,
Sorry.
that can help
Danny
with
was way
your
better at
bandwidth.
this. Oh, thank you. I will do that as soon as I seat myself again. Naomi's going to talk for a minute about the 4-H. Hype it up.
Yes. Okay. So I'm not sure if you guys have heard of 4-H before. I will be honest that I don't know all the details, so I don't want to give too much info because Laura Magnuson and Teresa Lockhart have been working so hard behind the scenes to get 4-H at Collinswood, and they did it. They were successful. So 4-H will be available at Collinswood, and it looks like an amazing program that has so many different sets of curricula that we can hopefully have some of our teachers incorporate if they are able. It will be, I think, really helpful to incorporate it with like our garden club, which Laura also runs. So we're very, very excited and we're very grateful for all the hard work that Teresa and Laura have done behind the scenes. I know that Teresa at the school that she was in before, in a different part of North Carolina. I can't remember exactly where it was, but she was very active in the 4-H group there. So she knows a lot about it. She is a great resource for it, and I'm just super excited to see what will happen with 4-H, because it just sounds like such an amazing resource for our students and our teachers. Yeah, I think it'll be great. So great job to them.
Yay. Thank you. For everyone that missed everything I'm saying, it can basically be surmised that like good stuff happens because amazing people are helping out at our school. And then Naomi, you did that. We will talk about schools beyond screens in a little bit, but me and a few other parents around the district have been having meetings with the school board and CMS leadership all summer to try and reduce the amount of screen time that CMS kids are experiencing. So with that, we'll move on to the agenda. President's report. This is usually the section where I tell you things that are coming up at school. Whoops, I muted myself. Sorry. Things that are coming up at the school. I don't have much to say at this moment, partially because the kids are crying because we just turned off a movie to see if that helped with my bandwidth. So we're going to move on to the second agenda item. And if I have good stuff to say, it's going to be at the end when I talk. So I am going to hand it over to our next speaker, Elena, and she really has the meat of what needs to be discussed tonight.
Oh, fun. Okay, hold on. Let me unlock my screen so that I can see the budget. Okay. So, hi, my name is Elena Marler. I am the PTA president. Oh, sorry. There I am.
You're the PTA president this year?
No. I'm not the PTA president. I'm the treasurer. I'm telling you. I am the PTA treasurer this year, and I was the interim treasurer last year. And so, no está aquí. Espérame que estoy llamando. Okay, so I have our PTA budget overview that we have this for this year that I would like to go over with everyone, so then we can approve our budget and begin all spending. So our first column is always revenue. So it's always revenue that we will bring in. And so it goes as we have $3,000 projected for our active family event. We have a carryover from our previous year, which is $86,861.41. We have a projected concessions earnings of 1,500. Same for fall festival, 5,000, family dance, 5,000. Those are all projected income that we will be making this year. Also, we have our fall and spring book fairs, which each have a projected $5,000 income. Our field trip fundraising, we have a $5,000 budget line that we feel that we could make. We also have Fun Run at 25,000 and our Invest in Your Child, which is at 75,000. And we'll let Robert talk about that more later on. We bring in an income of 1,500 in membership dues and 8,000 projected dollars for spiritware sales. So our total revenue for this year will be $225,864 $864.41. That's just all of our projected income. Now we're talking about all our expenses. So we have a yearly expense of our QuickBooks of $1,250. We have copies and stamps at $2,000. Our insurance is $400. Our website hosting and support is $1,500. So the total for that for our basic administration is $5,150. Our projected cost of Spiritware is $8,000. Our projected curriculum support. Okay, I don't know why it's not on there, but I'm pretty sure we have $5,000 in curriculum support. I just don't know why it doesn't show on there. Okay. We have Collinswood Casas has $4,000. Cultural events and activities has $7,000. We have discretionary classroom expenses. That's $10,000, and that's for each teacher that they get $200 of supplies that they are able to buy and that we reimburse them for. Then we have our end of the year shredding at $1,500. Our active family event at $3,000. Our fall festival expenses at $5,000. Our family dance expense at $5,000. Our international parade expense at $1,000. Taste of Collinswood at $1,000. We have our line item of that we do every year for $5,000 for field trips. And then we have our expenses for book fair, expenses for the fall book fair and spring book fair, $5,000 each on those. And then our $1,000 invest expenses. Principal Modine still has 12,500 left in her ham jams that she's able to spend. This year, we gave the K1 courtyard materials 4,500. Last year, they didn't get to spend any of their budget due to roadblocks that they encountered. So we gave them a little bit more this year so that they would be able to hopefully get what they needed to get done. The athletic banquet has a $2,000 budget. Athletic team supports has 1,500. Dances has 4,000, and that is split between the middle school dance and the 8th grade dance. Graduations has 1,500, and that's split between the 8th grade graduation and 5th grade promotions. Middle school discretionary has $3,000. Middle school electives has $1,000. Our movie licensing that we pay is $1,500. Our PTA discretionary account has $1,000. Our gifts and recognition discretionary funds has $1,000. Our PTA events has $1,000. Our PTA membership fees is about $1,000, depending on the amount of memberships that we accumulate. Our sales taxes that we paid to be reimbursed is projected at $1,000. Our school beautification has 7,000 for indoor beautification, 7,000 for outdoor beautification, and they both spend the totality of those. We have 1,500 in special class support. We have 1,000 in art, 1,500 in band, 1,000 in health room expenses, 1,000 media center, 1,000 middle school art, 1,000 middle school PE, 1,500 music, 1,000 for elementary PE. We have staff appreciation and support with a budget of $8,000. They have a new teacher welcome, 750. Principal discretionary has 1,500. Professional development has 8,000. Staff appreciation has 3,000. Staff appreciation week has 3,000. Staff engagement is 2,000. The welcome back breakfast is 750. We have a $25,000 cost for our sunshades. And we have $1,000 workroom supplies and toner. For some reason, it didn't come up on this budget overview either, but we also have another line item on there that has $5,000 in it. That is PTA. It's PTA purchased equipment and maintenance and upkeep of our PTA equipment that we have to maintain and upkeep. I just don't know why it's not on here. Do we have any questions?
You sent me two documents, so maybe was it on one and not on the other? I know you were doing a few last minute.
Yeah, because the other one that I sent you, it looked weird. That's why I sent you another one, because I was like, that one looks weird for some reason. Let me look at it really quick so that I can see. Here, this one. Yeah, the first one I sent you, it did have the $5,000 and it's PTA supplies and equipment maintenance.
Okay.
So it was right underneath the PTA membership fees. But it looked a little more confusing than our budget overview. So I think when I was selecting the things, I didn't select that one.
Okay. I was trying to bring the other one up, but maybe if I do this. No, it doesn't want to share. Okay. Well, I'm going to share the one we were just showing. Something that we should make note of is for those that aren't familiar with our PTA, I know I felt this way when I came to the school. I was at a Title I school's PTA, so very different level of money there. Our budget, we are a K through 8 school, so we have a lot more families, 700 some as of last year. I don't know the new numbers for this year, but I imagine it wouldn't be terribly different. So 700 some families at our school and around 1,000 students. Also to note, we do try to be rather fiscally conservative in that we will have a certain amount of money left over at the end of the school year that goes into our next school year's budget, just in case we don't raise enough money during our Invest in Your Child campaign. When we do our Invest in Your Child campaign in October, And Robert will talk more about that. That is what we are raising for the following school year. We always leave some left over, again, just in case we wouldn't make our goal for our invest. We have extra money in the budget to, or we have any extra money in the bank to fulfill the obligations that we promise our educators, administrators, and students. So even at the end of the year, when you see a surplus of probably like 40 some thousand, we try to be fiscally responsible. So I am trying to bring that budget up again for all of you to take a look at. But like Elena asked, does anybody have any questions?
I think there was a question in the chat. It said, is there elementary art? I was taking that as, is there a budget line for elementary art?
Perfect. Let's see.
Yes, there is a budget line for elementary art, and then we made a budget line for middle school art. So the budget line for elementary art is 1,000, and then the budget line for middle school art is 1,000.
And we should note that this is the first year where we are separating these. They used to share a $1,000 budget in the past. Due to the generosity that we've had from families during last October's Invest campaign, we are able to put more into a lot of these budget line items than was there last year. So we're happy that we were able to do that with both art and PE.
Okay, and I'm in the middle of updating the budget to where, because it wasn't on there for some reason, the curriculum. So I'm in the middle of updating it right now, and then I'll send it over to you, Sherry, so that you can put it up there. So
Danny, good question. Oh, go ahead.
So that way we are able to vote in on it, because if it doesn't have its accurate.
Okay.
Let's see, hold on. Let me find that other one.
Danny, good question. A list, you will see a lot of times in the beginning of every time in our PTA meetings, the shout outs and wins, you'll hear of things that PTA dollars are purchasing. A lot of our communications will have it in a congratulatory sense. Things that come off the top of my head when I'm looking at this, art is an obvious one. CMS doesn't give enough money to any of these specials. So we help supplement. Special class support. So that would be middle school parents. Maybe your kid has, example from last year, CTE, the computer tech education, or I don't have a middle schooler. She was doing a unit on careers, and she wanted she didn't have a line item last year. She wanted to do some sort of these career boxes. I think those were about $650 to bring some of these career opportunities to life. We used PTA dollars for that. Athletic team support, which is also a newer line item, because we can't have, not that we can't, having a booster club like what you see it frequently at the high school level requires a board, bylaws, and a whole other process. So instead, the PTA acts as a pseudo booster. The athletic director might reach out to us because the middle school boys basketball, they need new shoes, or the girls cheerleading need sweatshirts. Let's see. Graduations in 5th grade and 8th grade take place, and that's a nice celebratory situation where sometimes we use that money to help with food. Self-explanatory. Like the family dance or international potluck. So those go to support specific events. Some of these are things that come up that our admins need. So at the end of the school year, all of your children's information gets shredded. We pay for that service. CMS does not. So I think that, I don't know if that was up here or on the next page, but that was like 800.
Hey, Sherry, you're going in and out again.
$1,200 a year, literally right next to my router. And I made the whole family turn off everything.
Is there, are we going to have this like sent out possibly in
well,
like
I hope
linked
that
in the
I will
newsletter?
stop talking then. You could see some of it in the newsletter. You can. It comes out in the communications naturally. If you ever have any specific questions, you can ask. The teachers, I did overlook saying, and Naomi, if I'm breaking up, say this. The teachers all get $200 a year to spend from the PTA. Everybody gets it. Our specials teachers obviously get more. So we do try to help everybody where they need it. Oh, Michael. Oh, yeah, we do.
Also, I think before that, there was a question about the invest in your child campaign. Just can you mention again about the invest in your child campaign? It all goes to, does any of it go to this year or does it all go to next year? That was the question.
Yes. Invest in, yes. So I'm going to let Robert talk about that only because I know I keep going in and out. I'm seeing the messages on my screen. Robert, will you talk about invest?
Happy to. I'll chime in when I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay, so we will get back to you about your question, Maggie, about the invest campaign.
Luciana, do you have any middle school updates? I know we haven't really started. This is just a typical section that we do in our budget, or sorry, in our agenda. Negative. Okay. Kindergarten events to talk about the red carpet welcome and sip and sob.
Sure. Okay. So coming up on, yeah, I should have the date on here, right? I have all of it saved up here for you guys. Okay. On August 28th, I'm going to throw it in the chat here, the sign up genius for the red carpet welcome. It is happening on August 28th from 8:45 to 9:15. And if there's anyone on here that hasn't done that event before or doesn't know what it is, basically there's the staggered start for the kindergartners. So there's little groups of them that will come throughout the week. And then Friday is the day where they all come together, all the kindergartners. And that's also the first day they're walking in by themselves for the first time. They're walking to their classroom for their first time. So we roll out a red carpet for them and we stand along the sides of the hallway. We clap, we cheer, we make it very exciting, welcoming them down the hallway into their classroom. Also, if you haven't been in our school before, you'll notice that the kindergarten hallway is the same as the first grade hallway. So we always say this is a great event too. If you are a kindergarten or a first grade parent, this is a great way to see your student on the first day of school. But we welcome everyone all the way up until the 8th grade parents as well. We would love to have you there. It's a really fun event. The board members will be there. Lots of parents will be there, very excited. And right after that, in the lower lot, we're having a little hangout, a little coffee get together. It was called Sip and Sob in previous years, but we hope that no one is sobbing this year. We hope everyone's excited. And so, yeah, we'll have coffee down there. We'll just be hanging out and chatting. It'll be a great time, I think, just to get face to face any of those questions you might have for any of the board members, or just to chat about the school, or any of those little uniform questions you might have, or how do I find out where this is, or how do I find out who to contact for this question. That's a great event for that. And that will be same day, 9:15 to 10:30. So if you're interested in helping out with the red carpet welcome, I did put the sign up genius right there in the chat. We would love to have you. And then we would love to have whoever would like to come to the sip and sob as well. Just sipping though. You won't have sobbing, hopefully.
It looks like, hey guys, I'm Alyssa Elwin. I'm next up on the agenda. Sherry just sent out a message. We are transferring hosting, just because her internet is going in and out. So just kind of going on. I think Naomi, you've been tagged. So, um, as the host going forward, I help out with volunteer needs. At the end of the presentation today, Naomi's going to talk a bit about upcoming events. You guys already, for our new parents, have received a Gmail chat from me, or survey from me, just kind of asking about needs and or interest for volunteering. Uh, so you'll hear from me as we send out those emails to the different heads of different committees and different events. So keep an eye on your email for that, or if you need to update anything, you can reach out through the PTA website, at the volunteer corner page on that. Most of our volunteer needs come out through our GroupMe. So make sure you're signed up for that, both for the PTA GroupMe page and your individual class page. If you have any questions about that, lots of us will be at the Meet the Teachers and coming events coming up, and we'll be able to help you sign up for that. Also, a reminder to sign up to be a CMS volunteer. You have to do that before you can officially be a volunteer for the school. So we'll make sure that um, link is in the chat as well. So happy new school year, everyone.
Thank you. Can you see my screen? I tried to put the agenda up there, but I don't know how to do much of anything. So I don't know if it's up there. Do you guys see it or no?
It's up there. Oh, a second ago, Naomi, if you go back.
Okay. Maybe if I go to this. Okay. Is it? No, sorry. It's not that one. It's this one. Do you see that?
We see a white screen.
A white screen. Okay.
I can see the agenda.
Oh,
Yeah,
now
I
it's
see the agenda.
Now you see it? Okay, great.
I do.
Okay, wonderful. What if I click here? Can you still see it? Can you still see the agenda or no?
Yes.
Yeah, you're moving it around.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. But you can see it. That's good. Okay. So next up we have room parents. We have Valerie and Meredith, and I know you guys sent me the image to show, but is it okay, since I'm not very good with Zoom, if we just talk instead of showing the image for now? That might really throw me off. I can barely show the agenda, so.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
Thank you.
Totally fine. So I am Valerie Boyle and Meredith Greenwave. Can you see her? She's right there. We are going to take over the awesome Ann Allen, who was running the room parents in the past couple years, and we are going to be taking over that. So I know everybody here kind of knows what room parent, or most people here know what room parent does, but what we really do is gather volunteers so that, we volunteer and then we help out our children's classroom and support the teacher by fundraising and participating in the parties, holiday friendship parties, and end of year party. And we are going to be set up at the table in the, I don't know what we're setting up this year.
I think
The
probably,
cafeteria?
I think, yeah, I think the gym.
Okay. So we're going to be in the cafeteria set up, collecting all the names for all the parents that want to volunteer this year. As Elisa mentioned, everybody has to be a CMS volunteer to be a room parent. So we will be checking that as well. We're going to have several group me pages for all the classrooms for everybody to be able to keep in touch and get all the reminders of what needs to be done. And I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm forgetting anything else, but we are here now to just answer any questions, and anybody that just wants to reach out to us and help, just let us know. Meredith, is that good? Is that it?
Val and Meredith, will you guys drop your emails in the chat?
Yes, we will do that. Yes, we will add that in. And yeah, so kind of the same thing, volunteering the same way, or registering as a volunteer before I forget. That was the biggest part. And if you know anybody that's interested or kind of been thinking about doing it, just send them our way and we'll answer any questions they have. And we'll go ahead and put in our email in the chat. There was a question, when you're a room parent, do you have to show up to the classroom for a period of time? So when you are a room parent, you show up for the activities. So there's going to be 3 parties a year. It's the holiday, the friendship, and the end of the year celebration. And they're usually from 2 to 3:30. But if for some reason you cannot make it, you can ask another parent in the classroom. Usually there's a group me going for that class, and then they can ask if they can be a substitute for you to assist the party. That person also has to be a CMS volunteer to get approved to be a volunteer. So usually it's just 3 parties a year, about an hour and a half. And yeah, that should be it. That's pretty much all you have to show up for. And then usually reach out to the teacher, keep that communication open to see if they need any materials, or anything new for the classroom, or they need to communicate anything to the parents that they need to send in for the classroom. Also, the room parent sends out the communication for the parties. So they will send out a form 2 weeks before the party or so, explaining what the party is going to be about, and if there's going to be a donation part also at the bottom that is about $5 to $10, I think. And then that goes towards the party and towards the food, the games, and then usually for the holidays, a little bit can go towards the teacher gift and also for the end of the year. So that's pretty much what the room parent coordinates. Does that answer your question a little bit? Okay. Let me see if there's any other questions on it.
I think there's one about Meet the Teacher. Will there be a sign up?
Yes. So at the Meet the Teacher, I need to find out with Anne if she wants the parents to sign up in the classroom, or if we are going to take that part away completely and then just have them sign up at the cafeteria where Meredith and I will both have a table, and we'll be helping out or answering any questions the parents have and then signing up there. And then we're going to be following up with all the parents. Once we get all the names, we're going to follow up with all the parents, let them know who made it on the list. Usually we get 2 parents per classroom. So who made it on the list, and then further information on what they need to do next. So.
Awesome. And I'll be bad cop for a second and just put it out there. Please, please, please do not sign up to be a room parent unless you can commit to these 3 parties. And yes, children get sick, you get sick, things happen. But there have been instances, and it's almost at least one instance at each of these holidays or celebrations, where a room parent doesn't show up and the or no room parents show up for a classroom, and Val or Meredith or Ann Allen, other people have had to step in last minute, try to scrounge up some things from the PTA room if there's some snacks. It really hurts the kids. So please be considerate and thoughtful about it. And it's okay to, and if something does happen and you can't make it, you really need to be active in finding a substitute to fill in for you. I've seen it too often and it's really sad. So please be thoughtful. You guys are amazing. And so are our kids. We want them to have a great year. And very good point, Principal Modine makes. If you have littles at home, preschooler age, they're not CMS kids, they cannot come into the classroom, unfortunately, for any volunteering during the school day. It's an insurance thing. It's above us. It's above Principal Modine. So it just is.
Yeah. Usually, and then to your point, so thank you for saying that, Sherry. To your point also, we do our best to, for every party, Meredith and I will contact all the room parents to verify that they will be going to the party. Hopefully that takes away from, just not having any parents show up. So I think that helped this year. We did that and I think it was really helpful. I don't think we had any parties where we had a missing group, thankfully. So, or anybody missing so that worked out. So we'll continue to do that as well. So does anybody else have any other questions?
Kathy, the
Yes.
dates are on our PTA calendar. I don't know if Val just happens to have them written down, but they are on our PTA calendar on the Collinswood PTA website.
I have them, and once I put in the email in the chat, I will go ahead and add the dates.
Awesome.
If that's okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking for them on my phone. But can we, the dates. Okay. Does anybody else have any other questions? Sorry, it's our first time doing it, so I'm new to this. So I can't hear you, Meredith. Wait a minute. Is Meredith trying to say something?
Well, maybe I should unmute. Yeah.
There you go.
No, I was just going to say, Anne was amazing, so we're going to try to do our best. But
yeah. we have big
figured
shoes to
if we
fill.
work together,
So
we can do it.
all right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you all. Okay. Next, we are going to go back to the budget. I have it up on my screen and I'll be able to get onto yours momentarily.
Yay!
Okay. Yes. We'll go back to that now so Elena can rest. Guys, apparently I have two routers in my house, or like two different Wi-Fi networks. I don't even know what that means. And so apparently my computer gets confused and I apologize. This is so embarrassing, especially because a lot of you are new and I swear we're usually not this dysfunctional. Okay. Budget overview, share. Here we go. I mean, we're silly and we're fun, but we're not this dysfunctional on a good day. Okay. Here's our budget. Elena adjusted it. I believe I'm looking at the very bottom for one of those things that you mentioned. Maybe.
No, it's not. It's not. It's at the bottom of the second page. It's what's in the middle of the second page? The PTI supplies and equipment maintenance. That one's $5,000. And then I corrected the curriculum support and it has $8,000 in that one as well. I just wanted to have an accurate
budget. Okay. And I don't want to ignore any other questions. Hopefully I think everyone can hear me right now. Are there any other questions about
the budget?
It's essentially, I will just say this, it's essentially what it's been plus some in some line items, other than adding something that everyone take a moment. If you're like only half paying attention, pay full attention now in case you are ever on the PTA board.
Yes.
We added a line item. What's the name of it again, Elena?
It is the PTA. Hold on, I just lost it again. Okay, there it is. PTA supplies and equipment maintenance.
Because whatever the PTA buys for the school,
we are required to maintain.
Yes. So when we do the sunshades, like we have more sunshades coming up, if there is suddenly a tear in that sunshade, the onus is on this PTA to pay for it. The picnic tables that are outside, the PTA bought those before I was even at the school. But it's
Before I was even at the school.
yes, but the onus is on us to pay for it. So we wanted to have a little extra side money. Some of that already needs to be allocated to some purchases already, replacing a
To
picnic
upkeep,
table.
to upkeep and maintenance of
Mhm.
our purchases. So that's why we have that line item in there.
But everything else is basically the same with either the same amount of money or additional.
Yeah, I
money.
think our only thing that we did new this year was concessions because we didn't have concessions in there last year. Last year, we just added it in mid-year.
Okay.
So this year, we're starting off with concessions and we have it in there for income and expenses.
Yes. If you are a middle school parent, you will learn more about concessions with your athlete, but it helps to keep that line item of athletic support boosted with money. Okay.
Oh no, that's not even the same line. Athletic support is a whole nother line item from concessions.
Apologies. Yes, because we did add that concessions line.
Because last year it came out of athletic support.
Okay.
So that's why we put it this year its own line item for concessions because we were eating into athletic support because of concessions.
Scratch my previous comment from the record. Okay. If there are no further questions, I'm going to make a motion to pass
to approve the 2026-2027 budget for the PTA.
To approve the school year 2026-2027 budget, PTA budget. Do I have a second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Okay, the ayes have it, and we now have our budget approved for the 2026-2027 school year.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, and I want to add on to that now that we have the approved budget, checks will be delivered and issued with proper paperwork along with it. Heavy on the proper paperwork.
Okay. Yes. Further discussion on that at another time. So I added to the chat, join our PTA if you haven't already. This is very important. We want a robust PTA. Parent involvement.
Have with you and read a good book.
That's right, Jamie. A good book. I concur. I think Jamie's anxious to talk.
No, everybody unmuted for the eyes.
Oh, yes, that's right. Okay. Onward and upward. Indoor beautification. We have Dominique Bala.
I'm here. Can I share my screen at all? Yes, I can.
Yes, you
Okay.
be able to click that middle one.
So I'll start with, well, I don't know if it's going to let me. Hold on. I'll start with some updates. We've been working on things over the summer, little by little, and we have gotten 14 now poster frames, like flip open, slam them shut, like movie theater poster frames installed on the walls, 2 per hall. Except for middle school, they get spoiled. They have 8. So this is something that they are going to be able to use for the several years to come, long as they don't get ripped off the walls. And actually, when you go probably for meet the teacher night and to see your students' classroom and for them to drop off their school supplies, it's very likely that their classroom lists are all going to be right there in those frames. I'm going to see if I can share the picture. Here we go. This is the one that we have in the 8th grade hall, and that's my first grader helper. He just held the level for me. So we did that. We also had the mural, the Jaguar mural downstairs. We had the artist come in just at the beginning of last week, and she went and updated all of the little nicks and scratches. And I'm really sorry if you can hear a noise in the background. That's my family. There's no getting away, so sorry. And we also applied a sealant to protect that mural. I don't have a picture I can pull up for you. Our next big project coming up next week, which I am inviting everyone possible to come and join in on, is in the 4th and 5th grade hallway. We are going to be working on.
Did I share it?
Nope, I got it right here.
Okay.
We're going to be working on painting ceiling tiles in the 4th and 5th grade hallway. So this is what we're going to be working on next week. If anybody wants to come, it'll be 10 to 3 on Monday and Tuesday. We're going to be out in the bus lot on the side. We'll have tables set up. We have everything you need. Just come in clothes that you don't care if they get paint on them. And no experience required. We have everything you need. Come and help paint, and I promise you, no one has to get on a ladder to put them back in. That will be me. Or my 14-year-old, who knows. And so in this coming year, we have a lot of interest in working on noise control in the cafeteria, as well as getting more murals on the wall, more student involvement in getting those on there. And I had a request, which I loved the idea for, was to have native Latin American flowers all down through the hall upstairs. And I think I found the perfect wall for that. It's right on the edge of that 4th and 5th grade hallway. There's a ton of windows. If you're on the outside of the building, it's on the upper right side if you're looking at the building. So I think that might be our next big project as well. 2nd and 3rd grade hall got their new sensory path as well installed. It's all in Spanish, which is super fun. And I made all my kids try it. So it is kid approved. And then, and if you're interested, if you have ideas or you're an artist, would be it paint or otherwise, and you'd like to do something with us, please reach out. I'm going to put my email and the information for next week in the chat. And that's all I got. Any questions?
Thank you, Dominique. That was awesome. Dominique does amazing work. All help welcomed. If you have a middle schooler and you want them out of the house for a little bit, somewhere safe and lovely, Dominique will definitely take their free labor. And it also helps build community, both with Collinswood, members of Collinswood, but also doing cool stuff for the school and then seeing that on a daily basis. Okay. We're going to talk about extracurriculars. Naomi's going to give an amazing presentation. She crushes extracurriculars, so be prepared to be excited. We are aware that on our PTA website, the extracurriculars page is not updated yet. That dad who takes care of it is amazing, but he has a particular snafu at work he's dealing with. That extracurricular page is one of the most cumbersome to update. So just bear with us. I want to give you a pro tip. However, you are going to make sure you join that Collinswood PTA GroupMe chat, because all the extracurriculars get posted in there and they will have a QR code on them. You're going to screenshot a picture of that extracurricular, save the picture to your phone, bring the picture up in your phone, hold your finger on the QR code, and it brings up the website. A middle schooler taught me that when we were hanging out one time. Pro tip for all of you. So, and you can do that with any QR code on anything that you take a picture of. I know, I just changed your life. You're welcome. So Naomi, without further ado, what do you got?
Hi, everyone. Thank you. That is definitely a pro tip. I don't think I knew that either. So yes, thank you for mentioning that. I'm going to put something into the chat that's going to have like a lot of info on it, a lot of things I'm going to talk about. But in there is the link to the website, like Sherry had just mentioned, that is not updated currently, but will be. But you'll see like at the very bottom, it says, until then, please check all the PTA social medias like Facebook, Instagram, and that PTA announcements GroupMe, which is the very last link of that chat message I just sent. That's where we first post like all of the flyers, all of the registration info, the dates, the times, who to contact if you have questions, all that kind of stuff. So this fall is shaping up, I think, to be a great season for our extracurriculars. So far in the plans is we have about 20 planned extracurriculars. We have some that are already set and open for registration. So I'm just going to name those quickly. In the mornings, we will have theater on Monday and Wednesdays. Chess on Tuesdays is coming back. It's a popular one. Basketball on Thursdays, and then pickleball on Friday mornings. And then in the afternoon, I'm really excited to share that we're going to also offer chess in the afternoon. I know there was a parent who suggested that last year, so that's very exciting. We will have them Monday afternoons. We'll have lacrosse on Monday afternoons, and then we have a running group, Girls on the Run, that meets Mondays and Wednesday afternoons. Tuesday we'll have soccer after school. Wednesday we will have theater. We will have the Girls on the Run because they meet Monday and Wednesday. And we will have flag football on Wednesdays as well. And then on Thursdays, we have Sports Spectacular coming, which you can think of like some fun, like gym games, kind of a little bit of everything. If your kids just like to be active, there's a lot for them to do there. One I did not mention that is set already, but they have a little request for us. Tuesday and Thursday after school, we have a running group that is Cross Country for Youth. This is their 20th season, so they've been around for a very long time. They know what they're doing. They do a really great job. We have an awesome parent, Robbie Squibb, who is a coach again this year. And then we also have one of our 7th grade teachers who has offered to be the site coordinator and coach again as well. And they're very excited, but they would love to have an additional person. So there is like the very first part of that chat message just mentions that. Here's the date, Tuesdays and Thursdays after school, 4:30 to 6, runs like September to November. Robbie's email is there. He's happy to answer any questions if you might be considering this or you're not sure. And then if you are interested and you just want to sign up right away, that's the link where you can actually go, the Cross Country for Youth website. You do not have to know anything about running. You don't have to be a runner. They have done such a good job with the programming and the coaching, just down to like what drills they're doing that day. So you don't have to have any experience on running or coaching. They will help you with all of that. And especially with like Robbie running the show. I mean, he knows what's going on, so he will definitely be able to help you. You might also be wondering, well, what about some of these other ones that I know my child did last year? Those are the ones that are in the works. CMS changed their like facility use request this summer. So it's made it a little bit trickier to kind of navigate that whole system. But in the works, we have Girl Scouts, we have Code Ninja, We have our garden club returning with Laura. We have iCode STEM Club. We have a new one, Multicultural Dance, who Norma Macias has offered to run for us. So we're very excited about that. That will coincide with our multicultural nights that we're having. We're also going to have First Tee come back, which is great. They're a free golf program and they kind of mix in some homework help there too. We'll have yoga back and we'll have Noah's Art. I know that one has been around for a while. And King Tiger Taekwondo. I know they are always eager to be back. One I did not mention yet, but that is in the works, is the 4-H club. So I mentioned that like in the very beginning that we were so excited that Laura and Teresa did all that background work. So I did include like some of the curricula that Teresa had sent me. So if anyone would like to just take a look and see all the amazing resources, but I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't think that I will do it justice. And I think at the next meeting, I will ask maybe if Teresa or Laura could give a better rundown of that one. But just know that that is also going to be something that will be offered for our extracurriculars. And then my email is in here. If you ever have questions about something, you can either email me, naomi@collinswoodpta.com, or I'm in all the GroupMe groups too. So I'm probably annoying everyone with my posts, but just feel free to send me a message.
Hey, question in the chat.
Oh,
Are all of these fall activities?
These are just the fall activities. Yes.
Crushing
So
it. Yep.
I basically separate it into 3. So it's like fall and then winter and then spring. So yeah, I mean, a lot of the fall activities do tend to be more of like the outdoor spaces because then we can take advantage of that nice weather. Winter, it might slow down a little bit. It might not be as many as 20 because we do have to share our indoor spaces with like the basketball team, volleyball team, the cheerleaders and things like that. But we try to do other fun things. Like last year we had a Lego group and we're trying to have those 2 different coding groups. But also, you can always email me and I mean like iCode, for example. I'm trying to think some of the other ones, but iCode for sure is one that was started because a parent reached out to me and said, hey, you know, my child would love to do some kind of a coding group. Here's a group that I found. Do you think they'd be interested in coming to our school? And just even sending me that little blurb of info like that is super helpful. I'm happy to reach out to the groups and set something up. Yeah.
Awesome. Anyone have any more questions for Naomi? Again, in case you missed it, I put the extracurriculars PTA our page in the chat. It is not updated yet, but it will be soon. Please stay tuned. In the meantime, they're all getting posted in the Collinswood PTA announcements group me.
I have a question. This is Tina.
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned coding. Are there any groups that also offer that kind of thing for middle schoolers?
Yeah, I think maybe the Code Ninja. Well, I think the iCode does do for middle schoolers actually, because I think that the parent who had asked me to set that up had a middle schooler.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, so if it says something different, definitely let me know, but I'm pretty sure because I also had another friend who signed her middle schooler last year up for that. So I'm 99% sure they do middle school.
Awesome. Yes. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Crushing it. Thanks, Naomi. Okay. Staff appreciation, Jamie Clifton. What you got going on, Chica?
Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm not on camera. I'm in the car right now with my family. I just wanted to give you guys a quick idea of what, for those of you who haven't been a part of this experience before, what staff appreciation does. So what your invest dollars do and how we show our staff and our teachers that we appreciate them. We started with today a new teacher onboarding lunch. It was just a catered lunch because there were new teachers that were getting acclimated to the school. And they were in a full meeting from 9 to 4 today. So we provided them some sustenance and some libations in the form of water, of course, to get through the day today. And then on Monday, there will be a full staff welcome back breakfast that will be catered by the Andersons, who is a vendor that we work with a lot because they're awesome. They provide a very delicious meal for a very fair price, and they're super easy to work with. And then we will move into our staff appreciation treats that happen the final Friday of every month. And
Jamie, you're cutting in and out.
they'll all have different cheesy themes. For example, so I'll have a nice cheesy pun that I'll figure out. And so those sign-up geniuses will come out. I apologize. Can you hear me now? Hopefully you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
So our staff appreciation carts. Okay, our staff appreciation carts happen every month where we fill up a cart full of treats with a cheesy pun and a cheesy theme that bring a little bit of joy at the end of the month. And then every early release day, we provide the staff with lunch because we get to bring our kids home, but they still have to stay some work. So it's a nice way to say like, hey, have something to eat, take a break, and then continue on with your work. And we have a lot going on. Staff Appreciation Week, which is usually the first week of May. Also, we provide birthday cards and a small little birthday gift card for all of our staff members. And there are different appreciation days for specific roles that people have in the school that we also provide a personalized handwritten note and a gift card to appreciate those people for the specific role that they play for the school. So that's basically an overview of what we do for our staff members for the whole year.
Jamie, I dropped your email in the chat. If anyone wants to reach out to Jamie, if you're interested in hyping up the staff appreciation, being part of the staff appreciation cart, and giving those goodies, it is probably one of the most fun and fulfilling jobs. Everyone's excited to see you. You really bring a shining to their day. So consider helping her out. There's other opportunities as well. I might have blacked out for a second. You might have said it, Jamie, but on all the half days, the PTA provides lunch for all of the staff, the entire staff at the school, because they have to stay and do continuing education or whatever is required of them. So sometimes we ask for help in setting something like that up.
Yeah, it's a great way to get some FaceTime with your teachers, with our counselors, with Miss Modine. So if you want to get to know our school staff better, it's a great way to get in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Next, we have Spanish cultural events, and that's going to be with Frances Rodriguez. I don't know if I saw her in the chat. Frances, are you on here?
Hi.
Oh, yay. Hi.
Hello. I just wanted to come on here real quick for any new parents, just to share that we will be holding 4 cultural events this year. We're dividing it by region. So the very first event is actually taking place in September, and it's honoring the Spanish-speaking countries in South America. So essentially all of these events are trying to honor our Spanish culture heritage by way of bringing in food from these countries. We'll have performances thanks to our wonderful volunteer Norma, who's going to be leading the dance club, and so she has great ideas. So please consider encouraging your child to participate. But she's creating a dance for each of these events, and then in between the events, she's also going to be kind of bringing in education about the dances and how they relate to the country. So I think that'd be an awesome opportunity. But this is really about community. This is really about going beyond just learning the language of Spanish, but also kind of learning more about these countries and their cultures, and hopefully give an opportunity for our Hispanic families to kind of bring in that pride, in what they do best, what represents them. Our first event, like I said, it's going to be September 18th, which is a Friday. We already have an assortment of empanadas. So we're actually going to be putting together like a sampler, and one ticket gives you a sample of 3 to 4 empanadas. We'll have some from Colombia, Ecuador, Venezuela, and then we're going to try to see if we can get Argentina, but for sure we'll have Venezuela, Ecuador, and Colombia. In addition, we're going to have a food truck that's from Colombia as well. We're going to have a local Peruvian baker, and I feel like I'm missing something else. We're going to have a coffee truck as well. We're going to have games. We're going to have arts, again, that are traditional to or representative of these countries. And I think that's it. I remember, and of course, music, because we can't have a Latin party without music. So please consider joining us. I'm going to drop my, never mind. Naomi, thank you. My email's there if you are interested in helping us out. If you have a business that would love to participate, please reach out. I will be sending Sign Up Genius because we will definitely need support. And I would love to have everybody's input. So please consider helping us out. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We are very excited about this. For some of you who are repeat parents, essentially these are going to be replacing those Noche Familiares. And to be noted as well is that Fall Festival is going to be replaced with the Dia de los Muertos celebration. So we are really excited to bring the more of the cultural component to the school for everyone to enjoy and be enriched by. And thank you, Principal Modine, for being so open to all of our crazy suggestions. And Francis for approaching the PTA and just getting us excited about this. If you guys ever have any ideas, my new families, come to me, come to Naomi. We are so open, and we may need you to help with it, but we can get a lot done. And you'll continue to see that in the rest of our agenda here, which I think advocacy is next with Harry. Is that right, Naomi?
Yes, that's
Yep.
what I said.
Perfect. All right, Harry, take it away, my friend.
Not a ton of updates from the advocacy front, but the crosswalk we've confirmed is targeted for completion 2 years from now, 2028 to 2029, for the start of the school year. The Smith demolition is underway. We're in it's not underway, but it's moving. They're working on the development of the plans and the permitting and so forth. We don't have a good timeline yet. We're in contact with CMS to try and kind of push them along. We reached out for an update for this meeting and didn't get that, but they should have a timeline available in the near term. And so when that becomes available, we'll obviously share that. Those are the kind of the advocacy updates. I did want to ask folks to keep an eye out for a message around a Q&A for a potential bee apiary that is kind of interesting to me. And so I'm in contact with a apiary that is interested in potentially putting in beehives at Collinswood. And I'm going to set up a Q&A for any interested parents to attend and ask any questions. But that's kind of the update.
Awesome. Always plugging along. Oh, good question, Sherilyn. And Kendra. All right, Harry, for the new parents, what is the Smith plan?
What is the Smith plan? So the Smith building is the kind of derelict building that is on our campus, and we've had a history of issues there with the unhoused population and drug use taking place there and so forth. And so there was a incident that occurred there last January, I believe, which really got us working in earnest to try and do something about it. But we're seeking to have the demolition of the building, and then the county is looking at different alternatives. What they're going to do, it may be some sort of housing, or potentially ball fields. That's not really settled, but from our standpoint, I think the goal is to do something with the existing structure that's kind of lived past its useful life. Did that address it?
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Yep. Was there another question, Sherry?
Yes. Sorry, I couldn't get off mute. My phone or my computer was being weird. Yes. It was just, where will the crosswalk be going? And it will be at Baker and Ebola. So that's our bus lot entrance. Interesting to note. I was at the school board meeting yesterday, and this was not on my radar. Madison Park families, not sure if you're aware of this, but CMS is in contract to sell part or all of Madison Central Park to Dilworth Little League. There's a different name for it. It is an apt time for a crosswalk to come in so that Madison Park families can still have access to a playground nearby. Parents are trying to fight that. Tina, I know you're in that Montclair Madison Park group me chat. I dropped a link in there yesterday if you want to put it in this chat, for those parents who are advocating against such a plan. Just wanted to bring that to some people's attention. Next up, we have international teacher request from Gerardo.
Thank you. So we have the 3 teachers. Two of the teachers are married to each other, and the third one is also married, but her husband's won't be at Collinswood. So in essence, my ask is, if anyone has a room to rent temporarily or an apartment that's empty and available to rent temporarily while their social security numbers get produced by our Social Security Administration. The challenge that teachers have coming in is that all of the nice apartment complexes, or really all the apartment complexes out there, require Social Security number as part of the application. And when they first arrive, they don't have one. It takes a few months to get. So we have one couple that's already in Charlotte. Their Airbnb term ends on Friday, and they're looking for some temporary housing while they get their Social Security number, so they can apply at some apartments. So if anyone has a room they're willing to rent out, land, or an apartment, please let me know.
Awesome. Thank you, Gerardo, for always taking such good care of our international teachers and looking out for them and bringing that awareness. And then we have Invest with Robert Koch. And don't forget to answer Maggie's question about fundraising for the following school year.
You bet. Thanks, Sherry. Thanks, everyone, for being on this call. Welcome anyone who is new to Collinswood or new to the PTA, and grateful to have everyone returning. My name's Robert Koch. I raised my hand a number of years ago to help out with fundraising, and I'm so grateful to see how this wonderful community has stepped forward to make an impact with their time and treasure and talents. What you will hear from me in the coming months is that the Invest in Your Child fundraising campaign is how we raise all of our current use funds for the PTA's budget. For a frame of reference, last fiscal year, we had a goal of $50,000. I was quite pleased to see how this community stepped forward and raised over $80,000. So we have elevated our goal for this fiscal year to $75,000 to be able to accomplish all the things that we have set forth in our budget. I'll put some things in the chat for everyone to see in writing, but this year, the Invest in Your Child fundraising campaign will be October 4 through October 15, which corresponds with the end of National Hispanic Awareness Month. And really excited about some of the programming and things that's going to be taking place then. But you will see plenty of activities both on the campus and digitally to inspire everyone to make a gift. So I'll touch in more detail about things as we get closer to those dates in October. But suffice it to say that the funds that we raise each year, this budget that we just approved, we need to go out and raise that money not only to accomplish all the things that we're doing this fiscal year, but to set ourselves up for success in the fiscal years coming forward. So thank you to everyone who has made a gift to Collinswood PTA in the past. Thank you to everyone who is going to be inspired to make an impact in the future. Happy to take any questions, but like I said, a lot of this focus will be coming up this fall once we get things moving with the academic year.
Awesome. Thank you, Robert. Okay, I'm the last person to speak, and I will shockingly keep this short and sweet. There is a campaign across CMS to reduce the amount of screen time in our students' day. And for tech to be used with intention. If you want to learn more about it, I dropped our Instagram handle. We've been in contact with CMS all summer, as I said before, trying to move things forward, and everyone has been working together collaboratively to this point. So we actually have a meeting with some of the board members on Monday morning. Everyone's very interested in doing what is best for the students. So we are appreciative of that. Our own principal is also very supportive of hearing me out and hearing out some other parents about screen time. There may be a new initiative this school year, which I will let her announce when she's ready. But it's very exciting. Two other things. Join the PTA. Again, join the PTA. Joining the PTA, you will be entered for a raffle for some really cool stuff. You will also be entered into, okay, I didn't know if I could say it. Okay, No Tech Tuesdays is the big announcement. She can commit to that more fully at the end of September because in the beginning of the year, middle school has some stuff that they have to do with digital literacy and that block happens to be on Tuesdays. So, and if this pilot goes well with No Tech Tuesday, maybe we can look forward to a No Tech Thursday as well, No Tech on the T's, which has seemed to have success both in Granville County and some Fort Mill schools. So, yay. The other thing I was going to say, please sign up on that volunteer opportunities link to share your time that you may be able to give that aligns with your talents. Maybe book fair is your jam. Maybe you want to help out with the dance. We have leads for everything. So if you're new over here, Huntington Farms families, we don't feel pressured. We're not going to rope you in to lead anything this year. We have a really strong team. We would just love your help to execute these events. If you sign up for those things, the first 50 people to sign up, I have some prizes that you will be in the running for, including $250 worth of Xeomin, which is like Botox, botulism, yeah, and more. Less invasive things like mugs. So please sign up to be in the PTA. Please sign up for the volunteer opportunities. And it is really helpful. Pro tip, if you haven't been paying too much attention or just a little bit of attention, also on our website is our events page. I'm going to have Naomi drop it in the chat. At the bottom of the events page, or if you're on your phone, it might be towards the top, you can link your calendar to our calendar. When I go in there and update events, which sometimes things do change at the last minute, it will update in real time right to your calendar. So it is super helpful to keep up with what's going on if you just link your calendar. So please consider doing that. I promise that our meetings are not usually this long, but we really wanted to capture hearts, minds, attention of all our newbies here. We are usually at an hour. In case you are not linked to our events page, Naomi's going to run through some of the upcoming things. The beginning of the year is chaotic, just like the end of the year. The middle is just normal level chaos. So listen up real quick, or if you need to bounce, all the good stuff has been had.
Yes, I won't be offended. Okay, really quick, before school starts, next week on the 17th and 18th, as Dominique mentioned, from 9 to 3, she's going to have come and go as you please painting with her. And she would like, if it could be adults and students that are fourth grade and older, they will be meeting in the bus lot, which is located at the back of the school for the new families, if you don't know where that is. And then on the 18th from 3:30 to 5:30, we have our Meet the Teacher and PTA family social from 1st to 8th grade. Remember that kindergartner families, you guys have your own special Meet the Teacher event on the 27th. August 19th and 20th, to be determined, we'll be reinstalling the tiles. I know Dominique mentioned she might do that with her child, but it's on there in case anyone wants to reach out and help her. Then we have our kindergarten virtual town hall, which is through Zoom on August 20th from 12:15 to 1:15 p.m. And again, that's Zoom, so you don't have to show up anywhere. And then kindergarten and first grade Bienvenidos Cookie Crunch. This is a very fun event that happens on our playground on the 22nd of August. It's from 9:30 to 11 a.m. And you guys can enjoy the new sunshades that the PTA has helped to put up there. Our first day of school, if you don't already know, it is August 22nd. And we start at 9:15 is when the bell rings, and the dismissal bell rings at 4:15 p.m.
It's the 25th, isn't it?
Oh, yep. Just kidding. It is not the 22nd. Don't go to school on the 22nd. Ms. Modine will not. She'll be like, what is everyone doing here? Let me fix that right now. You guys can see how great I am with dates. It's my...
You're really awesome at extracurriculars, though. So keep that up.
So anyway, the first day of school is the 25th of August, everyone. Okay. And then we have our kindergarten, the teacher on August 27th from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Again, kindergarten families only, please, for that one. And then our red carpet welcome will be on the 28th of August from 8:45 to 9:15. And immediately following, we have our little fun hangout, Cafe Con Padres, in the bottom parking lot of our school. So come, say hello to all the kindergartners and the first graders, wave, cheer them on, and then you can come and hang out with some coffee. And then Helping Hands training will be on September 4th from 9:15 to 11 a.m. Remember, there is no school on September 7th due to Labor Day. And then our next meeting is September 9th from 7 to 8 p.m. and it will be also on Zoom.
Awesome. Thank you, Naomi. I'm going to make a motion to officially close out the meeting at 8:37 p.m. However, I will stop recording. And if you have any burning questions, literally about anything about the school, I will answer them to the best of my abilities, or I can tell you probably where to find the answer. Okay. I make a motion to adjourn this PTA meeting at 8:37 p.m. Do I have a second?
I second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Yay. That sounds like enough. Anyone opposed? All right. Good. A meeting is officially ended. We are going to stop recording.